Welcome back. We've got another edition of the Down and Back with CornDoug here. We've got a great show here this week on the Down and Back with CornDoug. We've got Luke and Ryan Johnson. I got to tangle with them a bit a couple years ago. We'll talk about that. But yeah, we've got live cornhole happening this weekend down in South Carolina. And it should be a good time. Hoping to finally be able to get it live in Canada here since there's no other live sports going on. But yeah, we'll actually bring them into the show here now. Ryan and Luke, welcome to the Down and Back.
Hey, Doug, thanks for having us.
No problem. I know you guys have been on my list to have for a while, just because we do have, we've had that experience of playing against each other. Like, right. I was laughing to myself. I had Robbie Graham on before, and I had him as a partner in a blind draw, and I had to apologize for how bad I played played with him. I'm guessing I don't really have to apologize for how bad I played against you guys in that game.
I tell you, there's no apologies necessary. We were definitely going into that one pretty excited. That was our first doubles match, as partners in a big national type of event. He was jacked up for it, I know, and he had no intentions of losing all day long.
Well, I know my partner up here, Corey. He was the number one player in Canada here going down.
Okay.
And when I seen that we were playing you guys, I was like, after watching Luke throw all week, practicing, I was like, you got him. I'm not saying that Ryan's not that good, but you've got him. We've been watching him play, so it's So I guess we'll start off with your background playing, because down in South Florida, it's you guys get to play all the time. We're getting called for snow here this weekend again, but yeah. So your background playing.
I started playing this game. Gosh, I bet it must have been 10 or 11 years ago now. Just kind of as a backyard fun thing. A buddy of mine had been camping, and the people in the campsite next to him had boards set up, and he came back from this camping trip and was like, you got to see this game. This was so much fun. And it just kind of became our thing. And we started playing pretty much every afternoon. We both own our own businesses and had the time in the afternoons free. And so we started playing, and it just kind of gradually, we started getting pretty good. And I started doing some online searches and found there were tournaments for this kind of stuff. I had no idea. And so my old partner and I started playing these local tournaments and just kind of winning everything. And he was probably 6 or 7 years old and wanted to play and just wasn't there yet. And so, about 8 years old, he really started just slinging the bags. And then when he was about, 12 or 13 years old, when you really started throwing?
I think I was like 11 when I played my first blind draw.
Yeah.
And I think I won one game.
You're right.
But I started playing like professionally about 12.
You started playing competitively about 12 or 13. Yeah, that's about right. So that's how we got into it, just kind of a backyard thing, and just started finding more and more tournaments. Here around Florida, it's pretty easy to find one. Just throw a dart on the map in Florida, and you'll hit a cornhole tournament.
Oh, exactly. I know. I get to watch you guys play. I think you got a league Monday nights, I believe, that you guys play in, or that you did play in. Because I know, I got to see Rob Chismark.
Yeah, we
have our league night, and I'll be waiting for my game, and I'd see Rob having something on the on his Facebook page.
Yeah, it's changed. The nights change a bunch, but right now we're Tuesday and Thursday nights. We at one point were running a tournament every night of the week. So, but right now we're just down to Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're when we get done with this, we're headed to a tournament. So,
yeah. So we do see, like I did mention Rob's name. You see your Boardman shirt. So you are, I guess you are sponsored by Boardman. So do you have any other sponsors that you guys have that people may know?
No, just me. I sponsor myself.
Yeah. So I've heard that you are, Ryan. You get to partner with Rob every once in a while, and I guess everyone in the cornhole world kind of knows Rob because he's got either a story or he's making someone laugh at some point. That's
right. It's hard to not know Rob Chismark if you play this game. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, he keeps us on our toes up here.
Yeah, I know. And I know when I got to meet him the first time in 2018, it was like there was always something coming out that made you laugh just walking by him.
There's no doubt about that.
And if he was in the room, you knew he was there because he was the loudest one.
That's right. Absolutely. Still the case. Nothing's changed.
Yeah. But I'm still trying to track him down to come on the show. He's kind of eluded me a couple times. But
he's a very, very busy man, that's for sure. He's got a lot going on between the Boardman stuff and all his other ventures. He's hard to track down, that's for sure. He lives 30 minutes from me, and I barely see him, so it's tough.
So then, Luke, do you have a regular partner that you play with as well?
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure with leagues and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. So once it was back in 2013 was the first year we decided to play together. He had gotten his bag looking just nice and flat. He's got such a pretty throw. And it's all natural. I wish I could take credit for it. I can't. I'm gonna have to give that credit to Michael Avery. He's the one that spent a week with him at a tournament and really got his bag flattened out, and it's just done nothing but get prettier and prettier. But once 2013 is when we decided we were going to team up and be partners, and it just made sense. He wanted to play. He was going to be with me anyway, and I'd rather play with him than pretty much anybody. So.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. I've talked with some other guys, like with Rob, like I talked with Robbie Graham and some of the other guys that get to see you guys on a regular basis. Sure. And everyone talks about Luke. I know. I really noticed that, just that because we, and I even had on Wednesday night I had Steve and Jen Vandiver on talking about practice routines and getting just all your consistency down. And I don't think I'd ever seen an open board that Luke wasn't jumping on when I did see you guys back in 2018, just working on everything. And it was like just that, to watch that preparation that you were going through, Luke, was just, if you could have just videoed it to show people that's what you got to do to really get on top. And now it's showing with you guys going pro.
That's right. That is definitely the ticket. Just practice. There's no doubt. And he definitely does that.
Yeah.
So going right now.
I know you guys got your league night that you got playing in tonight, but yeah, it's so. Luke, how's been your year so far then this year with your first year pro?
I like it. I think it's fun, just being a pro at 15, and it's really fun. Like playing in big tournaments with a lot of big competition, and going to nationals, and it's just really fun.
He enjoys the competition of it for sure. I think he goes, not only does he go find an open board, but he finds the best player in the room that's not throwing with somebody at the moment, and he walks right up and challenges them to a game. That's his thing. He can't get enough of it. So, he was definitely psyched about going pro this year. It was a goal of his, and he worked his butt off to get here. There's no doubt about it. So it's been a fun experience.
Well, I know everyone that I've talked to has said, if any of the young kids that are playing now, it's Luke, the one that deserves it, just because that hard work. But we talked a bit off air here. It seems like all the young great players are coming out of Florida. Like even Davis Streakers now had his son, just throwing bags and watching him putting it in the hole. It's like, come on.
Right.
And he's coming. Give him a couple of years, he'll be right there with us.
Exactly. But you guys got there's so many players, like we talked about. You got Matt Sorrells, you got Dalton McClem down there, Kyle Malone's down there. There's so many, I talk about Cleveland having a national all the time, but you guys are almost the same with the amount of players, great players you guys have down there.
We do have a high concentration for the state. As far as number of pros that we've got, I think there's 8 pros just in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So we've got a concentration for sure, and good competition all over the state. And we traveled a lot of these tournaments, and there's no easy tournaments to go to here anymore, just with the amount of competition, pro or not. So, which makes it good for training. It definitely makes you better.
Well, exactly. It's that was our tough thing up here. We were just starting off because, like I said, I went down to our first big event was going down to Cherokee in 2018, and going from 25 people at a tournament to down there, it was just like, what did we get ourselves into coming down there? But it was that good experience getting that, because you play against the better players, you're bound to get better yourself.
That's right. That's definitely the mentality that you got to have going into it. It's the better your competition, the better you'll get.
Yeah. So coming into this weekend now, you guys got the first, I guess, the pro qualifier that's up in Rock Hill. How do you guys think it'll be faring up there?
It'll be interesting with it being a single elimination. You've got the round robin type pool play to, to get seeded or whatever, and then you just, you play whoever they put in front of you, and you just hope you have a good game. That's all you can hope for.
Well, exactly, because there's been so many guys just playing the virtual stuff, right? And I've seen guys up here playing just they've gone from just playing virtual to back playing live, and it's so much different when you've got someone that's actually trying to make you not get the bag in the hole as combined to the throwing it open board all the time.
Sure, it's I see the benefits in it. It definitely helps your repetition. You're practicing aiming at the hole. So if you're consistently throwing them all in the hole, open board or not, it's still a good practice. Playing the ghost, he likes to play ghost a lot. He gets more time to do it than I do, but he definitely likes to play it. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Nope.
It's almost harder because I can get up for a game a lot easier if I've got somebody standing next to me for competition. Standing there by myself, it's definitely tricky. It's just a completely different set of challenges.
Exactly. I find that I get in my head more playing a ghost game than I do playing a regular game because I can at least blame it on someone else. With that, it's just right. You're there by yourself.
That's right. Absolutely.
So I guess I haven't seen a full list of who's all going to be there this weekend yet. But I'm not sure if Timothy Pitcher is going to be there because I talked to him just a couple weeks ago, and he was having elbow issues.
Right.
But I think it's still because you got so many great players.
Sure. I'm not exactly sure who all is going to be there. I've heard Noah Wooten and Scott Schultz are going to be there, and I know Rob and April are going up, and I'm not really sure who else. I think I saw Derek King was going to be there. Not really sure who all is going to make the trip.
But still, there is, like I said, there's so many great players that are in the ACL now that it's just, I just love watching. Well, when I get a chance to watch it, because most of the time it's just on Facebook because you don't really get it up here. But it's just the game is just taking right off.
Right, absolutely. It did that here as well, and it stayed pretty steady. So.
Yeah, I know. Like for our leagues up here, we went from like I was saying, like 20 players a night. We're now getting possibly 30 to our league night, and we've even branched off from one league that we've got 5 leagues that are running up here now that are part of the ACL. So we're slowly growing to try and maybe put a dent in the cornhole world.
There you go.
But it's
practice, right?
Oh, it is. It's just getting that practice and just helping new players get along because it's that's the one thing I'm guessing you guys probably have it down there because there's so many of you pros that just love helping out newer players coming in.
Yeah, I think it's critical to the game to go in and help these newer guys that are showing up and wanting to play. It can be a little intimidating. You walk in a room, before a tournament starts and all the boards are full and everybody just throwing everything in the hole. If you're new to the game, you're walking in going, good Lord, what am I doing here? And so, we try to be very welcoming and, give tips and, get these people playing so that they'll start to step their game up and feel like they're a part of it and, can compete at some point, But yeah, it's definitely intimidating when you walk into that room and, you got Matthew and Noah on one board, and then you got, this kid over here just launching them all in the hole, and all these guys that it's intimidating.
Yeah, I know, because especially for up here, getting people to come out to a game called Cornhole, but then them thinking, oh, it's just gonna be, I'm just gonna throw a beanbag in the hole, it's gonna be easy, and it's like, no, come try it and just see how you do.
That's right.
First time. Absolutely,
yeah. We always welcome new players. Love having new people show up and play. The tournament we've got going on tonight, we've had a lot of new people start showing up and playing, and they've taken to the game and they're getting better. And we play some fun formats, and we'll do like a crew blind draw, and then we'll do just a standard blind draw, and so everybody kind of gets mixed up, and you don't necessarily have power teams. They do happen, but we try to keep it. We don't really do anything to manipulate it, but running the crew like a blind draw crew kind of helps keep you from having power teams, and everybody's really getting a chance to throw more bags. And it's a fun format that everybody seems to like, and I think it kind of helps some of the newer players kind of relax, but get a rhythm and start feeling like they're a part of it instead of just going 0-2 in a standard doubles blind draw. So,
well, yeah, I know, and I've found up here the crew is kind of drawing a lot more people in because you have more fun, you get a little more competition, a little more trash talk, I guess.
Right.
Because it's just because the better players know what it's about. The newer players are just trying to get it in there, so they really get more involved in the game and learning.
Absolutely.
So it's. But yeah, and blind draws, like we've up here, we've kind of tried to almost do like a I guess score holio. It started first doing their switch holio, so you're never having the same partner. You're always changing it over, which really helps getting a new player out because it's it gives them they get to play with a better player each time.
Right, absolutely. We've done the switch holio type format down here, and it's great because it's not 0-2. You're playing guaranteed 5 or 6 games, which definitely makes it easier for the newer guys coming in. Where they don't feel like they're letting somebody down. We see that a lot where guys are just, I don't want to play because I'm afraid that I'm going to cause you to lose everything. And, so it definitely helps. It takes a little bit of that pressure off knowing that you get to keep playing. So by the end of the night, you've got a guy who was maybe throwing 4 on the board, and now he's throwing a couple in the hole too. So that you see them advance, and once they can kind of take some of that pressure off themselves and relax a little bit.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because it's because once you can get them having fun and playing it, the new player becomes addicted very, very quick.
Absolutely. Next thing you know, they're buying boards and 37 sets of bags.
Yeah,
trying to figure out what they like the best.
Exactly. So I guess with Boardman and talking bags, what bags are you guys throwing here now? Just kind of know we've got a couple of Boardman set bags kind of floating around here. So what is your go-to bag?
So our intention at the beginning of the season, he's always thrown Reynolds really well, and so this year we were going to throw the Rug Burns, which is the Boardman Reynolds bag. It's a really neat bag. It's got the standard Reynolds carpet side, and then it's got a different slick side on it. It's got a little bit more movement to it. We had every intention of using that, and this year at the first national on our crew team, we decided to throw Game Changers, just kind of a collective for our crew. And this kid didn't miss. He was throwing everything in the hole with them. I was like, well, there's no sense in changing this up right now. So we played the first national with Game Changers. And, it depends on what the conditions of the boards are. If they're really, really fast, we're going to throw Reynolds. If they're kind of a medium speed, it's just going to kind of depend on how we're feeling. The stickier the board, the easier it is to throw the Game Changer for sure. But so that's for right now. That's what we've been kind of sticking with is the Game Changers, actually.
Well, I'm glad I'm not playing against you guys because I know what Luke was throwing before, and that's just even more intimidating for me. But so like we've talked about, so we got this weekend up in South Carolina here, and so do you have any other plans for any other big tournaments that could be coming up?
We're hoping for for the July national. That's the next big one. We were planning on going to California. That's not looking real good right now. It's not looking too promising. We were going to go out there for surf rodeo. We went out last year, had a good time. Wanted to get back out there this year. With all this virus stuff that's going around, it's kind of hard to say what tournament's going to happen when. So
Exactly.
We're kind of playing it by ear right now, but we're chomping at the bit to get back into competition. And when this opportunity came up, we jumped on it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I know. I was in Cleveland for a couple hours, but that national, and then once that got canceled, I was hoping to maybe hook down to Philly there. But it's I think with the way the borders are kind of going, I may not be getting down to that one. But
right.
But it's just we had probably our biggest contingent of players going down because we'd always went down to the ACL finals with just 4-6 people, but we actually had about 12 going down to Cleveland, and then I would have kind of had a springboard for us playing down the finals, but
right.
But yeah, so It kind of is what it is.
That was unfortunate. It was definitely unfortunate timing. We were missing the Cleveland National. We already had a cruise booked before the schedule came out, so I was actually getting on a cruise ship, and y'all were getting the tournament canceled on you. So it was an interesting weekend for sure.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was kind of just, when I did get to see Stacy for a bit on the Friday morning. We had to take some bags over, and I think if that would have went off, it was an incredible facility.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we would have had the ACL would have had TV all to themselves like they do this weekend. But
right.
Hopefully, we can get some more viewers and make this sport a little bigger.
Absolutely, we're looking forward to it for sure. I can't wait to see his face on TV. There's no doubt about it.
Well, I know for me, it'll be like, I joke with Rob this morning. It's like, hey, once Luke starts winning nationals, I got the trivia question of the first loss at a national with.
Right. Yeah, he hadn't forgotten that one.
It's and that's what makes it fun, because it's you remember your big wins, and it's like, there's one guy, local guy here, he still gets upset with me when I say, we beat you guys in that first final up here, because that's your bragging rights, sure. You're a little bit of trash talk, which makes
Absolutely.
it fun.
It does, and we definitely do that on the local level, and we said we love getting to travel around and see all of our friends from around the country, and you always start jawing with them a little bit and having a little bit of fun, so it's a good time.
Exactly. And I don't know if I'm guessing it's probably like you guys down there, but there's some people who've seen us up here, like, do you guys actually like each other with how much trash talk you give?
Like most of them.
Yeah. Well, it's everyone's got that sports background, right? So
Sure.
we're all used to the trash talk all the time.
We've all got that competitive edge that this is the easiest way for us to do it.
Yeah,
it's a fun way.
It just gets that competitive fire back into us, and now that we've all kind of retired from sports.
Right. Yeah, I'm not doing any full contact sports anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I still play hockey a bit, but then it's like, oh, wait a second, I got a tournament coming up this weekend. I can't be playing hockey because I can't be getting hurt before I play cornhole.
That's right. Absolutely. Priorities.
Exactly. So I want to thank you guys for coming on, and I want to wish you guys best of luck this weekend. I'm hoping to be able to see you guys on TV. If not, be able to see you guys on the ACLDN, because I think it'd be feathering your cap just to get that first win, or at least do really well in that first pro qualifier.
Well, we really appreciate it, Doug. Thanks so much for having us on, and we're hoping we'll be on TV this weekend as well. So,
well, I'll be watching. If not on TV, I'll be trying to keep track online, just to see how you guys are doing.
All right, sounds good, Doug. Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking the time to come on, and even good luck tonight in your league, your tournament there you got going on.
All right, thanks so much.
Okay, thank you. Luke and Ryan Johnson, two great players, great guys as well too. So if you happen to be in the States, watch for them on ESPN. I believe it's going to noon and then 6 for that there. But check that out. Again, that's kind of all we got for Cornhole this week. But next week we'll have a couple good shows. You will see on Monday. We'll go live on Facebook, kind of recapping this week and looking ahead to next. I got another great show on Wednesday. We got some returning guests to come on. I've got no idea what's going to happen with that, but just check us out. So look for that on Monday on Facebook. And other than that, just keep having fun, stay safe, throw those virtual bags, and hey, you get to watch on TV this weekend finally some live sports with the ACL coming back in Rock Hill, South Carolina. So just take care. As I said, stay safe, keep throwing those virtual bags, and we'll see you next week on the Down and Back.